Hey everybody, how's it going? Hey Miriam, thank you for watching. I'm just waiting for my friend Noel to get on here. Let's see, I invited him. Just one moment, trying to get Noel on here. He doesn't get the notifications. Ugh. I was afraid. This is my first time trying to do in a while doing this with somebody else. So I sent him the invite. Um, and I don't have another phone to text him. Alright, let's see. Alright, the invite looked like it was sent, but I don't see Noel on here. And this is the first time, so just in case, if he can't make it, we'll try it again. Um, but I know everyone has their own time. Hey, Muriel, Marilyn. Hey, Miriam. Hey, Sue. Hey, Jazz. Thank you for watching. Um, Today, I want to talk about being a threefold being. Being a threefold being. Hmm. I'm not sure where Noel. There it is. There he is. Okay, let's see if we can get him. Um, Finally get him on here. Let's see. Should be able to get him on here. Spare us one moment. I didn't get. Okay. You might have to try something else. Because saying he's on here, I'm seeing adding. Make sure you get the notification, Noel. It should say the add to your camera. I don't know if you have an iPhone, brother. Because I clicked on it. It says adding you, but see if you get a notification to be. Are you seeing a notification to be added? But we'll try to get Noel back on here. It says connection failed, so I don't know. It's having some issues, brother. I'm not able to connect with you. Um, so today I want to talk about the three aspects of creating success in your life. There's threefold. You are a threefold being, and again, this is daily motivation. 365 days of consistency, doing the same things over and over again until they become habits. And sometimes we don't really understand that we're threefold beings, and we only work on one third or two thirds of ourselves. Of course, you hear many speakers talk about mindset, and the mental aspects of your life is highly, highly important. It's actually the beginning stages of creating success in your life. Two is your physical habits, the things that you actually do, the actions that you take on an everyday basis also are creating success. And you have many speakers talk about your daily habits, your daily routines, which are highly important. And the business aspects and understanding business and understanding the material world. But also there's the spiritual aspects. Some speakers only talk about the spiritual world and the metaphysical ways of doing things, which I talk about in my book, Destiny on Purpose. But it's important to understand that you're a threefold being. Why? Because when you leave one on the table, you're not being wholeness in yourself. What do I mean? Well, imagine if I owed you $100 and I only gave you 33 of it. Would you be happy? No. And if I give you 67 of it, would you be happy? No. So when you get the full 100, that's the full self coming to fruition. And when your full self is aligned, when your mindset and the physical habits and the things that we do to kind of push or trigger the metaphysical world, that is when we create success fully in our lives. And if you ever read my book, Destiny on Purpose, you would see that the mental aspects is the beginning, and it's just a few laws. Then there's the physical aspects, which is even smaller, so very, very, even fewer laws. It's the spiritual aspects of the book that is the biggest. Why? Because there's things that we can do to enact the universal laws. Why? Because nothing will happen without, let's say, the universal cosine. Nothing happens without the universal cosine. So we need all three. You need to understand your mindset. How do you think? And what do you think about on a daily basis? What do you focus on? So people say you must think positive. Well, you could think positive about a bad situation. That's fine, but it's your focus of thought that creates things in your life. What are you focusing on? What are you constantly going repetitive, repeating in your mind every single day? Number two is the physical aspects. What are the habits that you do? What daily habits? Every day could be a successful day if we create the right habits for that day. And number three is what can we do to enact the spiritual realm, to gain favor from the universe? There's a few things. I put the law of karma in there. The law of karma is something that you don't have any control over, but what you give out, you shall receive. And the more you give out, the more you receive. And the type of things you give out in thought, in action, you shall receive. So always those things I keep in mind in my own life is what am I giving out? And what do I expect to receive? I have to give it out first. That's universal laws. That's things that you don't physically have to do, but you can enact it by giving out more. Every time you give, you're receiving. Either negative or positive, you're receiving. I even put the law of masterminding as a universal principle. Why? Because it said in the good book, if two or more in my name, if two or more ask for anything in my name, it shall be granted. If two or more. So if you're masterminding with, I mastermind with my wife, and we both have the same dreams, and things start to manifest in our life because we're aligned in our dreams. That's a universal principle. That's creating two minds into one. Again, something deep stuff I talk about in Destiny on Purpose, how to get what you truly want out of life. But what holds most people back is they're not enacting all three. So we have to know what our mindset is. We have to know what we're focusing on. Two, we have to create habits that create success. And three, we have to enact the universal law principles. And when we enact all three, which Napoleon Hill talks about in Think and Grow Rich, when we enact all three, that's when we create full abundance in our life. Well, hopefully I could try to get Noel on a different episode. Unfortunately, it just didn't work today. And I don't want to hold people off just for our technical difficulties. But we'll see if we can get him in on another day and another time. But hey, I appreciate everyone taking your time to watch this. I appreciate all of you. And again, either you could agree with me or not agree with me. But either way, I feel this was a successful conversation. Love is love. I appreciate all of you. Namaste.